Good afternoon. My name is Michael Arcuri. I lost my mom, Louise Arcuri, Louise Magliocco Arcuri, on April 16th of 2020 to COVID-19. I just want to talk a little bit about what led up to it. Obviously, we know it was a catastrophic pandemic. My mom was an official resident of Central Island Healthcare in Plainview, New York, on Old Country Road for 4 years. 4 years. Most of the 4 years she was bedridden. I think the second week or the first week in March, my dad was very upset. He called me saying that he heard on the news that they're going to do some kind of mandate to allow COVID-19 patients to recover in nursing homes. And I found it hard to believe. I said, Dad, don't worry about it. So a couple of days later, March 12th, I got the phone call from Central Island, not the administrator, I guess one of the nurses, saying we can't go to the visit no more. I notified my dad, and of course he was very upset. And as far as my dad, March 11th of 2020 was the last time he seen my mom. All right, that was my dad. That was his last time. So we didn't really get much information at all in between that time. And then obviously March 25th rolls around, and that pretty much, when you see it officially, and I downloaded it off the internet and printed it, that really blew me off my chair when I read it. And that was March 25th. 5 days later, 4:30 in the morning, I get a call from my father that my mother went into critical condition. Her blood pressure dropped severely. Her heart was erratic, and they brought her directly across the street, about 100 yards, to Plainview Hospital in critical condition. And he was waiting for a response, and it took a few hours. Nobody called him, so I called, and one of the nurses, I wanted to know, did she have COVID? And she said, yes, your mom is positive for COVID. And they immediately put her in a drug-induced coma, and right away on the ventilator. So that was tough. We didn't hear nothing, and that was on March 30th. She was transported. I'm sorry, March 30th, transported. On the 14th of April, we get a call, and my father sent out a text to the local family members and everything, myself included, that my mom didn't look like she was going to make it. So everybody's talking and chatting. I went there. I went to the hospital. I was able to actually see her. I put the PPE on, and I'm very familiar with that because I did it a few years in the volunteer fire service. So, but the nurses and doctors were very good there, and my mom was taken off the drugs that keep her in a coma, and she was given the experimental, which obviously didn't work. And she did open her eyes when I was there, and which was pretty amazing because the nurses couldn't even believe that she opened her eyes. And that's on the website, Voices for Seniors. And that was the last time I saw my mom. And the point is here is obviously we know what's going on with Governor Cuomo, and nobody wants to take accountability. Is if you have any family member there, husband, wife, grandfather, grandmother, you have a right, and you gotta demand this. I know right now, there's a ban on it, but there's got to be accountability. And you have to know what's going on with the care of your loved one. Because I didn't go there every day, my father did, and there were times when she got transported over the 4 years. with such bad infections and bed sores that she developed sepsis, and where we almost lost her numerous times. So obviously, you know, that's a big issue, a big issue. So hopefully legislation's changed where the CEOs who run these places aren't shielded with this, aren't shielded from, they're not liable for, it seems like anything, like it's, anything goes and there's nothing to worry about. It's almost like they foresaw what was going to happen when Cuomo and the powers that be snuck this little item into the bill. So please, I'm pleading now. Don't give up. Keep on them. Get help, whether it's legal help or if you have a neighbor or somebody that's a nurse that can maybe, you know, intervene for you, or whatever you got to do to get the answers. Because I never thought in a million years my mother would die from this. Like I said, there's many times where she was near death, that woman. And to contract a deadly disease like this, where they had, from what I heard from certain individuals, they had the patients lined up outside in the hallway, and my mother, like I said, she was one of many that was bedridden, and they're trapped in their rooms. They don't know what's going on. They're crying for their loved ones. You know, like my mother, where's Vinny? My father, where's Vinny? When's he coming? They don't understand what's going on. They really don't. And my father's got to live with that. He's almost 80. He's got to live with that. Like the last day he saw her was the 11th of March. I was fortunate enough, April 14th, to see her, and she acknowledged that I was there by shaking her head, which was amazing. And then 36 hours later, she left this earth. So please, again, please follow up. Don't quit, and you got to keep on them. That's why Vivian and her sister Lexi started this group, which is an amazing group, an amazing bunch of people. I'm so fortunate to have met all of them, and it's sad that we met under these conditions, but you know what? I think it's going to be a lifelong bond that we all have, and we're not only doing this for us, we're doing this for you. So God bless, stay safe, and get it done. Thank you.